CNBC's Joe Kernen compares NYC to dystopian Gotham from Batman movies after Zohran Mamdani's victory. The socialist Democrat from New York actually won the Democratic primaries. And it goes to show that people don't know our history. People don't know about how bad socialism and communism really is. It destroys everything. It eats its own. And sooner or later, you run out of other people's money. And what do you do when you run out of other people's money? Because you can only tax but so much until everyone, it kills incentive. It stops people from creating things. It stops people from wanting to work. It is ridiculous that people voted for this guy. It's crazy. He's just giving handouts and no one is asking how we're going to come up with these things. They want to defund the police, something that Democrats tried already in places like Minnesota, and it doesn't work. He's just full of bad ideas, and they voted for this man. It's crazy. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to hear what Joe Kernen has to say about it. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account, so follow me there as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Let's get right to the clip here. Here we go. Oh, what is going on with these pop-ups here? I don't know what's going on. This is the second time of me trying to do this video. Media is full of freaking leave. Why will not allow me? I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. I don't know what's going on with Media. Media is out of control when it comes to the ads and the viruses and stuff. It's crazy. Let's try this again. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Anson Young with Anson Property Group, and we
Skip
are
this ad here.
Wholesale and Burr Company.
Well, do you have a hat to throw there? I mean, you've got a platform that's similar to his, that you ran on, that you said free things, right?
When he ran this, when he was in the city council.
You're well known.
You think I got a shot?
I'm ready to. I don't live here, but I'm ready to consider. It. You know what?
You be my comptroller. Becky's gonna
controller. No, but you know what? I don't want to go here, but Gotham. Have you seen what Batman is up against in Gotham, and what the guy running for mayor is up against? That's what it reminds me of. They're taking Wall Streeters and make him walk out onto the ice in the East River and then they fall through.
Yep.
I mean, there is a class warfare that's going.
Yeah.
So what's happened here, I think,
is the rich type.
There's a division within the Democratic Party in New York City and New York State, and it's emblematic of the division that we see nationally. How far left does the Democratic Party want to go?
In Chicago,
it wasn't a winner in the national.
Of all people, the Chicago Tribune tried to save New York from itself. And
the Chicago Tribune was like, hey, I think I did a video on it. The Chicago Tribune was like, hey, New York, y'all don't want to make our mistakes. Y'all do not want to put in this socialist into your let this socialist run your city. Y'all don't want to do this. Look at us as an example. Look what Brandon Johnson has done to Chicago. If y'all put this man in office, the same thing is going to happen to you, is what the Chicago Tribune try to warn New Yorkers about. But they still voted for this man.
The New York Times told voters not to vote for the socialists.
Think about
The New York Times said yesterday that his joyful campaign brought new voters into the fold.
Yes, but then they said, please don't rank him on the ballot. They said they weren't going to endorse anybody, and then they said, because
Kathy Hochul did not endorse anybody, and I wonder if she's regretting that now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
left the station.
Are you?
Wow.
Do you have a hat to throw?
It is. It's like Gotham. It's gonna be like Gotham. But if this guy get in office, they get what they deserve. They get what they deserve. Just like I told Chicago, I warned Chicago about Mayor Brandon Johnson. They didn't listen. They put this crazy leftist in office, and he's destroying Chicago even worse than what Mayor Lightfoot did, which said something. They didn't want to listen. And I think New York is following the same path I think if New York put this guy in, it's going to be Chicago 2.0. It's going to be terrible in New York for New Yorkers. And I'm definitely never will visit New York anytime soon with this guy if this guy happens to win the general election. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.